Hi everyone, welcome to today's video, which includes lots of new releases for you to enjoy and decide whether you're going to partake of, including a leak of the week, along with some information you won't have heard anywhere else. So watch on. And now on to possibly the most desirable item that's launching this fall winter. I give you the item from Prada, and it is a bar of soap. Isn't that lovely? Really beautiful. Actually, I was saying only the other day to absolutely nobody at all that what I really need is a bar of soap from Prada. Maybe you do too, and you can be in my corner as well, and we can be, you know, washing our hands and being very fragrant together. So I've got two pictures here. I don't think one's more illuminating than the other. Actually, I tell a lie. There's a third picture because it comes in a lovely little pochette as well with obviously the Prada branding. So this is skincare meeting couture design. Bit of a stretch there. Couture design is doing some heavy lifting, I feel. What's inside? Enriched with shea butter, niacinamide, and iris root extract, this nourishing cream deeply hydrates, smooths, and strengthens both your hands and your nails. I hope you're taking notes. The iconic triangular packaging is a sleek, on-the-go statement. Are you going to take the soap on the go? Are you? And it is for beauty lovers and trend setters alike. It's launching October the 8th, 2025. So make a note in your diary. I know you want this. Well, there's going to be a queue and you can't fight me for it. I will be first in line. Now, House Labs has been busy teasing us. Take a look at this. At first I thought, oh, they're launching into paperweights, because who doesn't need a paperweight? But actually, subsequent posts gave us a little bit more information. Now, take a look at these. It looks like they're launching a contour stick. Now, there's quite a lot to enjoy here. Look at these shades. That's quite a wide shade range, it seems to me. Now, I'm quite new to contouring, as regular viewers will know, but I am interested because this is exactly the kind of delivery system that I have learned is perfect for somebody who's a beginner and gets a bit easily distracted like me. We can see here the model has got so carried away in her contouring journey that really she didn't know where to stop. I have yet to contour the rest of my body apart from my face, but who knows, maybe this is the way forward. When we look at them, you can see that they tell us it's got 12-hour long wear, second skin matte finish, and it's got a precision tip for seamless sculpting. Known to promote, there's three ingredients which they want to tell us about. There's resveratrol, which is known to promote skin smoothness. There's also tea rose stem cells, which help promote skin suppleness. And then there's suberin extract, which I thought that was a car, which offers instant micro smoothing and lifting effect. So it looks like it's got quite ambitious claims. I mean, really, all I want is for it to contour, but if it's doing it a bit extra, why not? Let's look at this model. There's a lovely before and after here, and we can all learn from this. At the top, she has not contoured. Can you see? She really doesn't look happy. In fact, she looks like somebody has broken her router and she has no Wi-Fi. We've all been there. I know that's exactly what I look like when my Wi-Fi goes down. But then we have the after. She has spent the time gainfully contouring her face. She also made a little bit more of herself by adding a little bit of mascara. I don't think it's really improved her mood, but let's kind of go with the House Labs marketing because I do like House Labs and I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. It's just that I'd rather she looked a bit more cheerful, but maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm being picky. Am I being picky? I probably am. Let me know. So House Labs have helpfully released the pictures of the model so we can sort of match our appropriate shade to our skin tone. So that's super duper helpful. That looks to me like a really good shade range, but I'm not really, as you know, the contouring expert. But you know, this gives us something to kind of bat for, as it were. And this is so satisfying. We've got before and afters for all the contour shades so we can enjoy everything. And there's our initial model there, but we also have a lot of other models in various states of unhappiness. Oh, it lifts my spirits. They also helpfully show us that we can use the new contour stick to contour, shape and define, and then we can use the beautiful velvet bronzers that I have missed out on time and time again because I can never get my shade, and then I lost interest and I bought the Laura Mercier and I have not looked back. But anyway, so we can sculpt and enhance and warm up our complexions using the beautiful velvet bronzer, having contoured, shaped and defined with the new product. Is this of interest to you? And do you like the velvet bronzers? Because they are lovely, but as I said, I couldn't get the shades I wanted. At any rate, let's go on to the next one. And here is a new palette from Viseart to start thinking about. The way they are marketing it is something smoky. This way comes soon. Excellent. Let's look at the beautiful hand swatches over here in front of the Eiffel Tower, or not. At any rate, we can see that they look very, very soft and blendable, which actually is nothing less than we would expect from Viseart. But look at that deep grey and that lovely kind of smoky aubergine. There's some shimmer in there, and there's also, and that teal, look at that teal. There's a real story here with the teal, isn't there? As you'll know from my previous Will I Buy That, Hermes has got a lovely teal. Another kind of eggplant, beautiful sort of soft shimmer, and that lovely deep sort of sea soft mossy green. Really lovely. So that is very exciting. It really is. Coming soon, apparently. In order to celebrate their 90th anniversary, Lancome are releasing 4 special lipsticks, initially launching on the 5th of September in Japan. However, we really should be looking at these because, you know, we know how these things go. They may well make their way over to our respective countries. 4 limited edition vivid shades with a velvet matte finish and a creamy application. The shades are named after 4 particularly iconic moments in Lancome's history. The first is 1935, when it all started, and this is Rose de France. The next one is 1990, L'Absolu Rouge, which is their iconic red shade, which is still a bestseller all these years on. The next one is 2025, Paris Rose, celebrating 90 years of Lancome. So this is their kind of anniversary shade. And the final one, punchy call, I think, is 2115, Purple Rose, in anticipation of the next 90 years. So Lancome is very confident indeed in the survival of our species in the face of AI. No existential crisis here for Lancome. What do you think? Would you like one of these? I actually do like these, and I'm excited about the texture, but I just need it to wing its way on the Shinkansen over to the UK. La Mer have been very busy these last couple of months, and it looks like they're going to be launching some new lip products. The first time ever for La Mer for the fall-winter season. Now, these hybrid lipsticks will have, not surprisingly, very much a skincare benefit to them. It's a new lip treatment that combines La Mer's skincare benefits with colour. Now, I have to say, the translation that I'm looking at here on my phone leaves something to be desired. See if you can spot the non-deliberate mistake. The lipsticks will provide a dense moisture to enhance the natural charm of your lips every time you use it, giving you a plump and firm look from the inside out. Sounds a bit painful. Additionally, light woven fine pigment fits the lips without murder and provides a beautiful coloration. It creates an elegant palette with a high quality colour and gloss. So there are 4 lipstick shades. Again, I'm not entirely sure these are not misprints, but bear with me. Actually, one is called Bare, spelled B-E-A-R. Shall we assume it's Bare as in bare lips? Because you can see from here it is a light colour. It's a clear type with brilliance and a delicate gloss. The second one is Honey, imaginative names here, Warm Peach Beige. The next one is Rose, Elegant Pink Rosewood, and the final one is Cocoa, a deep neutral brown with a hint of burgundy nuance. Everyday makeup and gift recommendations. Excellent. Available 10th of October 2025. let's see if there's more to come. Now this does intrigue me slightly because I've never used this kind of product. So over to you and you can tell me. This is the MAC Skinfish Light Struck Liquid Highlighter. The cult favourite glow just went liquid. MAC transforms its iconic mineralized skin finish into a lightweight, hydrating liquid formula enriched with squalene for a serum-like glow that melts into the skin. It all sounds very promising. It delivers a fresh, radiant sheen, non-sticky, thin film texture, and it's available in 9 stunning shades, including the best-selling Lightscapade. Launching September the 1st of this year, perfect for all-over glow or a strategic 3D highlight. This is very interesting to me because, as I said, I've never tried a liquid highlighter, I think, to my knowledge. I think I've always been a bit scared, a bit tentative, but you know, these shades, there's quite a lot there to enjoy and to think about. So I don't know, over to you. Have you used this product in its other incarnation before? Don't know, let me know. I am interested. I think partly I kind of trust MAC to make something that might be a bit user-friendly for a beginner like me, but I may be wrong. I will listen to your advice with huge interest. And now onto some newness from Hourglass. Now, by the time this video comes out, this will have launched exclusively in the New York Hourglass flagship store on the 14th of August, but I thought it was worth showing to you because you never know, and also it's worth knowing what's out there because it is rather lovely, I think. I think the world is split into 2 camps and I'm not sure which one I'm in. Are these Hourglass palettes so beautiful and so wonderful that they can't be improved upon and so they keep bringing them out? Or are they just milking the same idea again and again and again? I do actually need a new Hourglass palette, so I'm actually quite interested in this. And if this was available in my country, then I would probably be grabbing one. But look, you can customize it and put your initials on or something, or some kind of acronym that means something to you. And there's a little bit of diamante there, which I think is probably always a good thing. Who doesn't want a bit more bling in their life? However, it may be that you think it's the kind of thing that might look a bit tacky in the cold light of day, or maybe a bit flashy, who knows? But I don't know. Partly I think these palettes are such a great idea and they're so usable that they're a bit like, you know, any other thing in my life that can't be improved upon, like a toaster or a pair of socks or something, where, you know, people have not really thought of a better version of where you put your foot in a pair of socks or something like that. And so maybe Hourglass is like that to the makeup world. It is the perfect idea and the perfect concept, but over to you. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. This is future me. I know I look very tired. It's because I'm jet lagged, because my rocket ship decided to take me somewhere rather interesting. It's got a life of its own. However, I thought you might be interested to see that maybe coming up there could be something that you would be interested in, and there may even be something here for you. But anyway, far be it from me to tease you, because that's not nice and it's not mature behaviour, and frankly I'm so tired I don't have the energy for it. However, I just wanted to let you know that in the future I will be thinking of you. Now I need to go off because I really do need to have some sleep. Let me tell you something, you don't get to look like this without 4 hours sleep a night. Whoosh. Now take a look at this with me, this beautiful animation of Tatcha's new skincare serum. It does look rather lovely. I love the whole thing, the whole aesthetic of it is beautiful, although I'm a bit worried about the traditional Japanese house up on the mountain there. Aren't they called? I think they're called minkas. I think it looks very precarious. I am worried, and I don't think the architect did a good job. But anyway, let's see what the skincare claims are. Inspired by Okinawan wisdom and powered by Japanese botanicals, this breakthrough formula helps delay visible signs of aging for firmer, smoother skin in just 1 week. Goodness me. It's clinically proven to reduce aging senescent cells by 55%. Our proprietary Okinawa Cellescence complex blends locally sourced botanicals like noni juice, I had to say that carefully, shell ginger and shikuwasa lime to boost cellular resilience and defend against future damage. Rooted in tradition, by science, made for every chapter to come. I'll be the judge of that. Anyway, it's coming soon. On the 18th of August, Sephora and Harrods and Tatcha.com will have it. Sephora in-store will have it on the 29th of August, and Selfridges, Sephora UK and Space NK will have it on the 15th of September, so I will have aged even more by then. Sephora Malaysia, Singapore and Thailand will have it on the 2nd of September. I'm actually quite excited to try this. I've tried 2 creams by Tatcha and they weren't really enough for how dry my skin was, the dewy cream and the water cream. However, I would like to give this a go, but let me know if Tatcha is a brand that you really like and what you like about it. I would love to hear about it. And now onto the leak of the week. This is what the new Louis Vuitton quad is going to look like. It's rather lovely, isn't it? Although I do worry that that lid is not going to fit onto the base, but I've just got a lot of faith in Louis Vuitton to be able to work that kind of thing out. So maybe I'm just being a little bit picky. What I should tell you is I happened to be in a Louis Vuitton boutique a couple of days ago and I had an interesting conversation with the SA there. I asked said SA, had they seen the beauty range? And yes, they had. It didn't really strike me as a makeup lover, but I might be wrong in that. At any rate, I said, is there anything that you can tell me about, the range? And the first thing that they said, and I actually wrote it down when I left, is Louis Vuitton is going to be competing on price. Well, when I heard that, my heart leapt. I thought, fantastic, it's going to be a budget range. But then I remembered this is Pat McGrath, not Rimmel London. Not that there's anything wrong with Rimmel London. It saw me through my entire childhood, adolescence and more, and I still love Rimmel London. But what I'm saying is, I was wrong, because actually, they are going to be competing on price from the other end of the scale. I asked what the price of the compact would be, of the quads, because they did say to me they're going to be quads. I had to get them to repeat the price 3 times. My husband was with me. We both heard the same number 3 times, but it did kind of feel a little bit like one of those hearing tests that sometimes go on Instagram where the sound diminishes the closer it gets to your actual age, because of course Instagram knows everything about us. At any rate, we both heard the same number and I'm going to share that number with you. I hope you're sitting down. It is £180, 180. I thought that was rather a lot. When I first heard that number, I thought she was saying 118, because I kind of thought, oh, right, that's near the Pat McGrath sort of range. Maybe they're doing something similar. But no, 180. They are refillable, and apparently the compact is a very, very weighty and substantial compact, as it should be. It should be making your dinner for that price. I didn't say that. I also asked about the lipstick, and the lipsticks are also refillable, and said SA was less clear about those prices. It sounded like, that did sound like £118 for that lipstick, but I'm not sure. She seemed a bit uncertain as well. All I'm saying is I'm just sharing with you my knowledge, because that number, 180, I think is quite a punchy little number, isn't it? So we all need to be prepared. We've got a couple of weeks so we can all sell our worldly goods and make our own shoes, maybe, and then we can buy a quad. You heard it here first. That concludes this episode of Leak of the Week. Is there anything here in today's episode that is of interest to you, or are you just a bit bored and actually you'd rather wait for the Christmas releases? Or do you think, oh, I'm definitely going to go for the Louis Vuitton because I'm just fed up of sitting on gold bars, very uncomfortable on the old posterior, and you want to kind of get rid of them and maybe, with some of the change left over, buy yourself some cushions? Let me know down below. Do subscribe and I'll see you in the next video.